Hi there, I'm Franco. I'm just visiting Doug Goodwin on his ranch here, and just hopped out to discuss some mounted archery saddles. He's more on the Kashai saddle than the Ottoman. We came to a couple of conclusions as to what we're going to do. So I'm just going to give Doug a quick opportunity to introduce himself and what his involvement is in the mounted archery. Doug, go ahead.
Well, I've been doing mounted archery for about 8 years, I guess. Competed in Canada and internationally. And I'm really excited to work with Franco because we don't have a good horseback archery saddle in Canada right now. We're using all kinds of riggings and different saddles that are doing our best with, but there's a lot of things about the modern saddle that just don't work for our sport. So we've got here a Kashai saddle, which is used in Hungary. I like this saddle because it's cut out at the front so you can get a good balance in the saddle with the stirrups nice under your feet and the seat pocket in the center of the saddle, and the saddle fairly forward on the horse. The drawback to this saddle is based on old traditional designs. It does not fit modern horses, so it'll throw your horse off if you try to train in the lock. So working with Franco, would like to develop something that gives the benefits of this traditional saddle with a more modern fit for our horses, so we don't slow our horses.
Right, yeah, and that's very good input. I'm talking to Doug and actually get into the saddle, ride a little bit on the mule there. He's quite patient, and kind of figure out what's going on, and what Doug is talking about when he's actually saying he wants this specific angle, this specific pitch. And also he was mentioning that it would be nice if you can actually spend a little longer time in the saddle for the rider purpose, actually ride the saddle too, because this saddle's got quite what I would call a tailor cantle. So if you put a little cup in there with the same angle, and Doug just mentioned that it's not necessarily the cantle that's providing you to sit in the correct position for archery, it's more the front, the leg cutout or the undercut, and then the width in total across the front. So if we can get that balance right and get the rider over the fulcrum, that would help a lot. And then leave the cup in the back so you can actually ride the saddle longer than just actually use it for only sole purpose of mounted archery. So by measuring whatever, we're going to move this cantle slightly back, change the pitch of the swell, cut the bar fan off on the front so we can get the saddle slightly further forward on the horse as well, to get you further closer over the fulcrum of the horse as well. So we're going to do a couple of changes here, and I'm going to whip up a tree and probably just slap a bit of leather on there and give it to Doug to ride, and pull it apart and see what we can change more, and hopefully we can get there with the 3 or 4 saddle trees. We'll have a good average for average rider. The other thing I want to mention as well is, like, the saddles I'd like to actually provide with the adjustable bar pads, because I had a couple of comments that people actually take the saddle itself, their own personal saddle, and go ride different horses somewhere else competing. So I'd like to actually come up with a generic tree and then have the opportunity with a multiple bar pass to quickly assess the horse and pick the closest set of bar pass to fit the horse more accurately for that competition purpose. So they will have a saddle with maybe 2 or 3 different adjustments in it to quickly adapt to the horse they're riding at a specific time in a specific country. So a couple of things that we aim to do. So anyway, Doug, thanks for your time, your input, really appreciate it. Yeah.
So I appreciate the opportunity to work on the saddle.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Thank you guys.